Right, we're rolling.
We are indeed.
What is good, everyone? Today I actually want to discuss a very important topic, especially right now, and that is the health checks that I do get on a regular basis with Eval Blood Analysis, which is always in my description. Someone that I have promoted for a long time. I pay for the services, yes. I wasn't a sponsored athlete. I promoted them a whole year, and I've paid for the services every 8 weeks to have the full blood panel done. As a professional athlete, I know the risks that come with the sport, and I am willing to reinvest into my own health and the checks that are needed and necessary to stand up my health. So just recently, I have had an ECG and blood work done with them. So I will pull up my blood work and show you exactly how that looks after my recovery phase. Again, the supplements that are needed to stand top of the blood work, being healthy, and some of the other supplements that I'm using Trained by JP line, I will cover in this video as well. But more importantly, a little bit of a topic on health that I want to discuss with you all. Every single person within the sport that is currently on any sort of assistance should always be looking at blood work and regular checkups. I definitely think that if you can afford to buy supplements and you can afford to buy the super supplements, you should be able to budget and afford blood work year round on a regular basis, minimum once every 3 months. And for me, that is something that's non-negotiable. That is something that I pretty much, I wouldn't say force, but I tell my clients need to do, and luckily enough, they all follow the lead, and they do so because they see me lead from the front, and they see me do it very, very often and very frequent. So something I'm very big on is obviously health and longevity in the sport. This is why I make so much content about harm reduction and about obviously safer ways of doing things, but still having the efficacy and effectiveness that is needed. So today I definitely want to go through a little bit of a health stack that I use from Trained by JP Nutrition. This health stack here will cover all bases: your HDL, your cholesterol, your liver, your kidneys. This will have you bulletproof across the board. I don't really think you need anything extra apart from these supplements. Again, the ingredients are the best quality there is. They are really, really top supplements, and again, you don't really see other brands that really go for pharmaceutical grade supplements and ingredients in them. So I definitely think that, especially products like the Omega here, I used to use a very popular oil, and when I actually checked and compared them both, I was basically getting a quarter of the Omega oils than I am versus this. So, I think that in itself is definitely credit to Jordan bringing out such good quality products. So this is pretty much the stack that I use year round, every single day. I use Dream Sleep year round. Again, improves your sleep so much. And to be honest, you don't need to cycle it on and off. That's just absolute BS. With the ingredients in it, the ingredients profile in it, you will just simply sleep better, sleep deeper. And what you'll realise is after you've had it, you will actually feel a lot more relaxed due to obviously quite a high dose of, I think it's L-tryptophan, that's it, which is a great supplement. Obviously magnesium, glycinate, it's got all the staples and extras, ashwagandha, L-theanine, 5-HTP, which you should be using year round really, and definitely helps. So not just with sleep, but it helps your nervous system in general. 2, OsteoPro, great joint supplement. I use that in combination with joining, use that twice a day. And again, if I wasn't sponsored by Jordan, I would still be using these supplements. Whether you like it or not, one fact you cannot deny is these supplements are the best in the market. Previously, before Jordan actually brought these out, I used to spend legit £200 a month getting all these ingredients separately, if not more. If you was to actually get these ingredients separate, you would be paying double the price. Love Heart I use morning and night, and I actually use 2 caps. I don't think you need more, especially due to high dosage of this. And again, if you guys want to check out how much citrus bergamot costs on its own standalone, you would probably be paying more for citrus bergamot on its own than the Love Heart itself. So again, trust me, Jordan isn't making much money of it. With the Omega, again, pharmaceutical grade fish oil with very high concentration of EPH and DHA, which is what we need. The other fish oils that are very known and present, the kind of EPH and DHA they do have in them is very low. It doesn't compare to this. One of my favourite supplements for kidneys and liver. This actually has seen my kidney function improve when I started it. Obviously I was able to see it in blood work after 6 weeks of using it in my last off season, which is amazing. Again, staple year round. Curcumin, reduced inflammation. Obviously a high dose of curcumin of 400 milligrams. I actually use it morning and night, to be honest. Please do not dose that around your workouts. Again, excellent supplement that should be used year round. In short, I only actually use 2 caps, as I'm actually quite insulin sensitive, but this can be used with any higher carbohydrate meals. The main one that I use it for is really the berberine. That does actually show some reduction in systemic fatigue and oxidative stress. So definitely something that I actually am a big fan of, that I do use year round. And again, vitamin D3 and K2. Majority of people in England will be vitamin D3 deficient. So definitely something that I use personally, and I'm a big fan of, that you should be using year round. Again, it just makes you generally feel better. Your energy levels, you just feel happier whilst you're using it. That's legit, especially when the sunlight exposure is very, very low in England. We don't get much D3 from the sun, so we have to supplement with it. That is pretty much the overview of what I use to keep my blood work on point, on and off cycle. Again, people under the illusion that when you're off cycle, you shouldn't really use health subs. That's wrong. Again, it will help your recovery and it will keep your blood work far better when you do use it off as well as on. So that's pretty much my staple. These are my go-to and non-negotiable supplements on cycle for anyone considering using PEDs. Definitely should be using it. And even with natural athletes, what I would literally do for a natural athlete is simply remove this, and this would be the staple for a natural athlete, especially the omega, which is fantastic, and again, very, very undervalued. So this is pretty much a breakdown and overview of what supplementation I use to keep my blood work as good as it is, and keep things on top with my health, joint health and inflammation as well. So hopefully this helps, guys. And next I will break down my blood work for you all, just so you can all see how things are and what I've noticed myself in there, what could be better, what couldn't be better, and you know, just a brief overview of how things are post-show.
Several days later.
What is good, everyone? I'll put my blue light blockers on now, as it's the time to actually wear them. So blood work is back, and it's definitely acceptable. One thing that I've noticed this year is, since making better choices, my HDL isn't really as high as I'd like it, but as you can see on the results that Ed will get up on the screen, it's actually an acceptable level. The lowest it's been this year at peak of stress, which was 7 days before the show, was at 30, which is, you know, lowish. However, my LDL, the bad cholesterol as they speak, is quite low anyway, so no issues with that. The only thing that was elevated really and out of whack within these blood results, as you can see, guys, is just the liver, but that's the only reason because I did have my blood work done when I was ill. So Dave explained, Dave Rosenfeld, who I use for my blood work every 6 to 8 weeks. The description is below for the contact, guys. So Dave actually explained that the only reason why my liver was slightly elevated is just down to being sick and being ill. So no issues with that. And I definitely attest the blood work down to staying on top of my actual supplementation year round and making much better, much healthier choices with what I do with supplementation side of things, guys. So, you know, I definitely think that this is a service that me and many people undervalue, and this is a service that I have invested a lot into, especially the past year. I've pretty much gone the whole year testing my blood work every 6 to 8 weeks to make sure that nothing is out of whack, nothing's too out of range to the point where we need to take action. So every move dictates, you know, the blood work being respectable. If the blood work declines, then we'll pull back and make adjustments in order to make sure that it does stay in a healthier range. As again, we do have longevity in mind, and that is something that I preach about quite a lot. So this is exactly why I'm being fully transparent with you guys and showing you that, and showing that you can almost take care of things in a manner where you can keep a good profile within your blood work, as long as your supplementation is on point. And obviously now you can see what kind of supplementation I am using to keep mine very much on board. So definitely thank you, Jordan, for doing a great job with bringing a line out that, you know, we could all use and arguably save money on as well, as the amount of money it used to cost me actually getting all these ingredients separately was pretty mental. But that is pretty much it. I will be redoing those in 6 to 8 weeks. So I will actually be posting these every time I do have them done on my log at trainbyjp.com, which I do keep up to date, guys. But if there's any questions, guys, or anything that you need, or if you want your blood work done, please contact Dave at Eval. He will definitely be happy to help. These are guys that are the best in the business, in my opinion, by far. So that's exactly why we use them. I hope that you have taken something away from this video, guys, and again, you can't really put price on your health, so make sure you stay on top of it and keep things checked and in check with your own blood work as well.